Okay, guys. So apparently there's an Oliver Anthony parody, and I've heard the parody already. It's not really a parody, to be honest. Usually, if you're making a musical parody, it's supposed to be, at least funny for one, uh, and it's supposed to be satirical, but also number two, it's supposed to sound somewhat similar. A song parody is what Weird Al Yankovic does with his songs. Um, those are actual parodies. They sound like the original, but they don't have the original lyrics, and they're replaced with comical lyrics, satirical lyrics. Right? That's a parody. Um, this doesn't even sound close to what Oliver Anthony sings, but let's check this out. And don't know if this guy copyrighted his music or not, but here it is. Oh, and the song is called "Poor Folks South of Portland." Geesh, you could tell this guy, probably lives in Portland. I'm assuming. Why is he calling it "Poor Folks South of Portland"? And it seems like this guy already does not like the poor people who live south of Portland because you've got to be some rich elitists to live in Portland. I guess I don't know. But then again, isn't San Francisco south of Portland? So I don't know. Well, I mean, I know it's south of Portland, but still, I don't know why the song's called "Poor Folks South of Portland." But I already heard it, so you guys should just hear it out. And yeah, it's bad.
All right, this one's called Poor Folks South of Portland. I'm a white guy and they done me wrong. Now you get to hear my sad white boy song. How come there are people that are different than me, doing different things so differently? A bunch of folks out there getting stuff for free while I work myself to death. Oh, woe is me.
So right here, I'm assuming he's making fun of the part where Oliver Anthony is singing about the welfare, where people are milking the welfare system, like they're basically taking advantage of the system. And in the original song, I don't think Oliver Anthony is making fun of people who legitimately need welfare. He's making fun of people who are taking advantage of the system, and millions of people are basically taking advantage of the system because they literally just don't want to work, right? So, and the whole welfare system is corrupt too. Like for example, there's a story came out a few years ago where this one woman, she just keeps giving birth to kids, not because she wants to be a mother, and it's her calling to be a mother. No, it's because she just wants to have as many kids as possible to just get food stamps. And basically, she survives from food stamps. She doesn't even work. And the problem is, I think she's basically she already had like 9 kids, and I guess by that point, I don't know, I guess all of her stuff was dried up. I don't know, and she's worried that she would not be able to, get a job, and because she was not working for so many years. And yeah, and then her kids are all growing up. Yeah, some of her kids were already were grown up, and the others were already close to becoming legal as well. So oh no, what do you do, right? So yeah, people like that, they'll take advantage of the system. And Oliver Anthony was talking about that, and for some reason, uh, people like this dude right here, this guy trying to make fun of Oliver Anthony, for people like him, oh, people on welfare, that's a good thing. We're taking care of our people. There's nothing wrong with taking care of our people, and nothing wrong with giving legitimate people, some welfare benefits. Because we got to take care of our nation. We need to have a healthy nation because the children they raise might become, the scientists who finds the cure for cancer, whatever. I get that. But at the same time, if you're taking advantage of the system, you're kind of part of the problem too. You're not exactly 100% of the part of the problem, but you are, basically part of that problem as well. And because you have people working their butts off, right? Because because a lot of people who work their butts off, they see the people who are mooching off of welfare, and they're thinking, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm slaving away for minimum wage, getting BS pay, as Oliver Anthony says, and then like it's not worth anything. Like, what's the point of all this, right? But there's people who are 300 pounds and they're 5'3", right? And they're just mooching off the system, and like and the person's taxes go into that, so that that person can mooch off the system, right? So it's not necessarily against welfare; it's against people who don't deserve welfare, but they're still living off welfare. And of course, many white liberals, especially white liberals like this guy, his name, he has a name. His name is Rob Dissner. People like him, um, they don't want to understand this. Like, they don't want to understand that Oliver Anthony's song has, like, I think over 30 million views already. I would not be surprised if it got to 40 million. But right now, I think it's 30 million plus. And you look at, there's a video compilation. You look at that video compilation, and you'll see, like, different folks, white folks, Hispanic folks, black folks, men, women, religious, non-religious. You just see these people reacting, right? And there's this compilation video, and you can look it up on YouTube. You can look it up on other social media, but there's people reacting, and like you have liberals, especially black liberals and Hispanic liberals, and just females, just looking at the song and listening to the song, to Oliver Anthony's song, and they're like, yeah, this resonates with us too. We also agree with this song, right? And like people from different walks of life. You have people from around the world, from Asia, from South America, from Europe, from Africa. You have so many people around the world writing in the comment sections, hey, this song applies to me too, right? Like I know how it is. I'm a struggling working class a man or woman, and this is how it is, right? And so and so this song like unites so many people, but then um, liberals for some reason like they got hooked on that welfare thing, and they can't let it go. And so this Rob Dissner guy who thinks he's doing a parody, um, he's hanging on to this, oh yeah, like boo hoo, so what if you're a worker and you're paying taxes for someone else's welfare? That's basically what he's saying. Like he's just making fun of people who are complaining about this. He's making fun of the workers who are wondering, how come I have to work so much while someone else just doesn't have to work at all? And that's a legitimate concern. And for some reason, this Rob Dissner guy thinks that's no big deal, no big issue. Suck it, poor people, especially if you're poor white people. But that's his whole thing right there. So that unfortunately, that's how it is with a lot of white liberals. But let's listen to some more of his dumb song. And again, it's not a parody. He thinks it's a parody, but that's not really a parody.
Wish I could spare you from this pointless rant, but I can't. No, I can't. Hey, Mr. Big Shot CEO, I bet you never been to the rodeo. Living in your big shot fancy home while I'm drinking in the basement all alone. So go ahead and live any way you choose, but just for the way you choose alone. I'm drinking in the living in your big shot fancy home while I'm drinking in the basement.
Well, look at this guy's home. It looks kind of fancy, right? Is he a CEO? I don't know, but like he's making fun of people who like to go to a rodeo. And personally, I really don't care about rodeos at all. But we could see what he's implying here. He's implying, oh yeah, you dumb white trash people. He's going off of stereotypes right here. Yeah, like people like you love Oliver Anthony's song, right? And that's what this guy's implying here. That like if you like Oliver Anthony's song, you're nothing but white trash that goes to rodeos, which is definitely not true, because the people who loved Oliver Anthony's song, they're all urban dwellers. They're people who live in the city. City folks love Oliver Anthony's song. The working class people love that song, right? What does this have to do with rodeos? Especially when, like a couple minutes ago, I mentioned that literally people around the world from all the continents of the planet would comment on the song and say, "Yeah, this song vibes with me as well, right? It resonates with all of us." But these out of date white liberals, they just don't get it. They think that the song has something to do with racism because the mainstream media told them that it's racism. And so far, I don't hear any parody. I don't know. Do you guys hear any parody? This still does not sound like a parody. It just seems like this guy thinks he's singing a parody, but it's not. You have to make it sound at least like the original song. This is not a parody.
Basement all alone. So go ahead and live any way you choose. But just for the record, I don't approve. This country's going to hell if any way you choose. But just for the record, I don't approve. This country's going.
Okay, so yes, many people in America, and again, I'm a monarchist, right? And like I'll have a different view than a lot of Republicans and conservatives do on how people should live their lifestyles. But um, from what I understand, most Americans, if they're conservative or libertarian, that they basically reserve the right to personally not approve of your lifestyle, but as long as you just kind of keep it to yourself. And unfortunately, that's not enough for the liberals. Like, you have to, on the government level, accept their lifestyle. And so this Rob Disner guy, this fat white libtard, singing about conservatives, telling us how they want everyone to live their own lifestyle, but they still don't approve of it. Okay, that's fine. What's wrong? What's wrong with, like someone just saying, "Look, I personally, on a personal level, don't approve of this," right? That's not enough for the libtard. The libtard wants you on a government level to accept their lifestyle. That's the issue they have. That's the issue that this so-called parody writer is thinking about. Like he wants you to literally approve 100% his own degenerate lifestyle and this crappy song.
To hell and I'm dead flat broke. My life is just a great big cosmic joke. Cause I'm a white boy and they done me wrong. But don't we all deserve our own number one song? Cause I'm a white boy and they done me wrong. But don't we all, and I'm dead flat broke. My life is just a great big cosmic joke.
Okay, well, like, so is he just making fun of like people who just poor, like, and poor white folks? Like, don't they deserve justice? Like the white people who live in Appalachia, whatever, right? Like, do those people not deserve some kind of justice for all the work they do, for all the work that they've done? All those coal mines shut down in like West Virginia, and people are just broke. They're trying to find jobs. They can't. But if they do find jobs, they use that money for drugs. It's really bad, and the jobs they get are crap. And so because how miserable their life is, they go do drugs, they do alcohol. It's very sad, And do those people not have a voice? Do they not have a voice? Like, should they not complain? Like, and some of those people who work their butts off at their crappy job, but then some d bags in New York, L.A., Atlanta, Miami, Portland, San Francisco, they just mooch off the system. They live on welfare. They don't do any work. While you have a lot of poor people in other cities, in other major cities, and also in Appalachia, in the Midwest, in the South, and even in the North. You have poor people working their butts off at their crappy jobs, and they're not getting any justice at all. They have a right to voice some anger. And it's not just white folks, it's everyone in America. Well, like, I don't know about maybe most people in America, right? And people around the world, they agree with Oliver Anthony's song, not this crappy song right here. People agree with Oliver Anthony. And so, yes, white folks who are poor also deserve a voice because we're all Americans, aren't we? And the irony is that I'm a monarchist, and even I'm more, like even I'm more for like actual like justice in this situation than this libtard, this lover of democracy. Think about this. A lover of democracy and freedom does not want any justice for his own fellow citizens, for his own fellow human beings. But yes, but of course, like people like that, they don't hear these words. They don't hear this logic. They just want to insist that if you simply disagree with their point of view, you're just racist, and we're going to sing how you're white trash and you're poor and you're dumb. Yeah, that's literally how they view you. These libtards, these people who vote for Democrats, on and on, they don't care about your logical explanations. They don't care about reason. They don't care. Like they're already zombified. Their brains have been turned to mush, and so they do whatever the television tells them to do. Don't think. Don't read any outside articles. You know, despite the fact that Joe Rogan brought that one crappy doctor from CNN and told him, "Look, you guys lied about me. Look, like you guys edited all this footage, right?" And that doctor did not know what to say, right? And so, like, and liberals did not even watch that interview. Like, did not even watch that Joe Rogan vindication video. So, yeah, like these people's brains are mush, and this guy singing right now, his brain is mush. Like he doesn't care about any rebuttals. Like he doesn't care how many times you explain to him that black liberals love Oliver Anthony's song. He doesn't care. It'll go one in, like these words will go out one ear and out the other. That's it. He does not care because his brain, he's made up his mind. His zombified brain already made up its own mind. Like boom, like you will not convince him. You will not convince this guy. And like a couple of days ago, I was ranting about Chris Christie being super fat. Well, look at this guy, also fat. Like there's some kind of correlation here with hating the American people and being fat. And of course, Oliver Anthony sings in a song, "You're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds." Well, there you go. You hate America. If you're like literally, you know what? I don't care if you identify as libertarian or conservative. If you're super fat, I'm probably going to assume that you literally hate Americans. Yeah. Of course, if you have a legitimate medical condition, I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just making fun of people who have no condition at all and don't do anything at all, right? Those people I will make fun of. Just like this guy right here in this video. I'm totally making fun of him right now. No regrets. But yes. But yeah, we're basically at the end of the song. I think it's right here.
Boy, and they done me wrong, but don't we all deserve our own number one song?
Well, Oliver Anthony deserved it because so many people resonated with that song, and it's got literally like and I mentioned earlier, more than 30 million views. So there you go. And so that just shows you that he deserved it, right? And this guy, his views, let's see, 1.8. So basically almost 2,000 views, almost. And his video was posted 8 days ago. So I don't know, this guy's probably jealous because Oliver Anthony, he's just way up there in the charts on the, I guess the social media charts, not the actual radio charts, I guess. But yes, yeah, this is my rant, and I even commented right here. I said, you don't look like a poor guy south of Portland, and I said, so the black liberals who like the original song are traitors in your eyes? Well, yeah, probably in this guy's eyes, they're traitors. So, yeah. So I recommend you guys basically get on this guy's video and just like trash it. Like write your own comments right here. Oh yeah. Like look, this person. Okay, sir, parodies are one supposed to sound like the song they are parodying, and two are funny. And I don't really think I have to mention about how weird it is. A white boy is talking crap about a white boy like he's not a white boy, eh? Okay. Yeah, I couldn't stand listening to his song long enough to figure out what. Yeah, he had a crappy response right there. I like this one. Ah, Look at the leftist tears streaming down his face. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was just my little commentary on this crappy parody. All right, guys. Support my channel. A like, share, subscribe, and there's a link in the description below. Just click on it. It's my merch. So